Good morning, everyone. My name is Professor Catherine Young, and this is English Composition 1, Spring 2024 online edition. Our classes are from January 10th until May 7th, I do believe. May 7th, May 1st through the 7th is finals week. All right, let's get started. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and put this on student view just so everybody can see, or just so I can see what you can see. So when you first log into the class and you first click on the homepage for English 1101, you're going to find the Zoom link. You're going to find the tentative schedule for the entirety of spring, and you're also going to find the syllabus. So the Zoom link, that's just what we'll use throughout the semester if you ever need to have a meeting with me. If you are unable to come to campus, I do have campus hours as well as Zoom hours. If you would rather come to campus, that's perfectly fine. You're more than welcome to come to the office. If you'd rather do it on a Zoom link, we can do that as well. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with. So just by clicking the Zoom link, we'll take you directly to the Zoom link. All I ask for you to do is just email me and let's set up a time. Following that is the online spring 24 tentative schedule. Tentative being the operative word, as sometimes we have to adjust. I never think of education as a one-size-fits-all. Everybody learns at their own pace and everybody grows at their own pace. So as far as the schedule is concerned, I will work the schedule around you. You may have to download the actual schedule because it may take forever to load. That is, I guess, part of one of the wonderful things about the internet is sometimes it just doesn't work like you want it to. But this will give you the schedule throughout the whole semester. As you could see from the rest of this Welcome to 1101 PowerPoint, we talked, or I showcased the different essays that we're going to do. We'll do 4 essays throughout the term. The first will be kind of like a reasons why. It's kind of like a personal narrative, if you will. It's you choosing a hobby, choosing something that you really enjoy, and just writing about why you enjoy it. Essay 2 will be a classification essay where you will classify 3 like things. The third paper will be a compare contrast, and then the final paper will be the argumentative research paper. We will go over each individual paper very thoroughly. I like to make sure that you have opportunity to contact me while you're writing it. If you need help while writing it, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and just download this because I don't think it's gonna work like I want it to. So let's just download it and see. Okay, so the tentative schedule, we have week 1. You'll review the syllabus, obviously with the syllabus, you'll also learn the class expectations. Attendance quiz and syllabus acknowledgement is quiz will be due Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Pretty much every assignment in class is due Sunday by 11:59 p.m. There are certain instances where you will see something due on a Friday. So other than the few things that are due on Friday, most everything, I would say 98% of everything is due on Sundays at 11:59 p.m. I go through weeks, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Always have to capitalize on spring break. I do not give any work to do over spring break, and I make sure that any work that you have to, or that is due, we do before spring break. I want you guys to really focus on resting and relaxing and really enjoying yourselves over spring break. And then when we come back from spring break, we'll be working on the research paper. Let's see here. So if anybody ever has any questions about the tentative schedule, just let me know. Also, this shows finals week, May 1st through the 7th, the date to be determined. So basically it's a final reflection. So we do 4 essays in the class, like I already stated, and then your final is would be like 2 paragraphs kind of telling me about your journey throughout the semester. Now, one thing that I do like to offer is if you make an A in the class by the end of the semester, you are excused from taking the finals. If you have like a B and you really want to try to bump it up to an A, that's where the final comes into play. I always like to make sure that you get exactly what you need from the class. And I also like to know what you are taking away from the class. Let's jump back to, oh, and now of course it pops up, doesn't it? So I'm gonna go back to home. And then here is the syllabus. Let's see if this one takes just as long or if it pops up pretty quickly. Now you should receive a syllabus for every class that you take. The main differences that you'll find are in the course descriptions and discussing what to expect from the class. I have office hours on campus and office hours on Zoom. My office hours for Zoom are every day, Monday through Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m. Here it says link in Canvas. My office hours on campus from Monday, Wednesday is 10 to 11, Tuesday, Thursday, 10 to 11, and 1 to 2. My office location is on the Niceville campus in the Building 500 Annex. It's formerly the Veterans Building, and I am in room 214. So we go through the course description, the student learning outcomes. Please read those on your own accord. The prerequisite, the course materials consist of the Norton Field Guide to Writing with Readings and Handbook 6th edition. If you are unable to get the book, that is perfectly fine. Everything that we cover from the book is also included into PowerPoints. So if you would like the book has a fantastic information when it comes to MLA formatting, and it really does go into a lot of detail about the different writings that we'll do. But I also want you to know that information is also included in the PowerPoints. So class attendance, students are expected to participate regularly in this online class. Class assignments and lectures, presentations are posted weekly. Therefore, the most successful online students set a schedule to log in to the course on a weekly basis. If you stop attending class or are not able to pass the course due to attendance, let's see here. It may impact the receipt of federal aid in subsequent courses. Students traveling for college-approved activities will not be penalized academically, but will be responsible for missed work. I don't really have an attendance policy. This is college. You signed up for the class, so hopefully you attend because, obviously you signed up for the class for a purpose. I do have an attendance confirmation quiz where if you're after going over the syllabus, after looking over what I have to offer, if you would like to continue taking the class, all you have to do is just click the true button for the attendance confirmation. If you decide that you don't want to take this class, that is fine as well. You would not have to click the attendance confirmation. If you end up, this is one thing that I want to let you guys know is if life happens, and if life happens and you're unable to get your assignments done or unable to, or feeling uncomfortable with assignments or time frames, or if you have a job and you have to work extra, or if you have families that you have to care for, there's so many things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. And if you just so happen to find something that's just kind of like getting in your way to working on the class, just let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's try to come up with our own little game plan. And if you absolutely know that you're unable to take the course, make sure to withdraw during the withdrawal time. That way it doesn't affect anything with your financial aid or with your paying for the class in general. Classroom conduct, I just ask for everyone to be treated with respect. I will treat all of you with respect, and I just ask the same in return. This is the grading schemes and procedures. We talk about each individual essay, what is included. This is not included though. The rough draft is not needed on essay 1. So ignore the rough draft from essay 1. Essay 1 is only the essay and an outline. The outline I use for extra credit. So that 25 point will be for extra credit. Essay 2 will include an outline, rough draft, and peer review. You can see all the amounts broken down. Same with essay 3. Essay 4 is an outline and a rough draft. There will be no peer reviews for essay 1 or 4, since number 4 is an argumentative research paper. And usually controversial topics are chosen. I never want anyone to ever feel uncomfortable with either reading an essay or having someone else read your essay if you choose something that you're really passionate about. So instead, I will be the one to give you feedback on it before you submit your final copy. I am a very open-minded individual. I like to say that I do not offend. I've never had an issue with anybody submitting any type of paper in my 7 years of teaching. So let's see here. Smaller graded assignments like homeworks and quizzes and things like that. Class participation grade, whether or not you work with the discussions, if your assignments are turned in on time. And then finally, the final exam, unless you test out of it, which if you see on the syllabus, says here, if you earn an A by the end of the semester, you'll be excused from taking the final exam/reflection. Now, I do state that one late paper is allowed without penalty. Honestly, if you're going to have a late paper, just let me know. I will have to reduce the points or deduct points for it being late, but I would rather you submit and get points than none at all. I will also use Turnitin for all of your essays. And Turnitin does check for artificial intelligence or ChatGPT being used. If ChatGPT is used, I will not be able to accept the assignment. The thing is, especially with ChatGPT, it can be very helpful for certain things that we work with as far as, composition classes. Sometimes it's helpful to use as a way to kind of explore an outline or to get a different perspective on ways to craft your sentences. But it's AI or ChatGPT has no soul to its verbiage. It's very plain. It's very boring. There is no individuality in an AI paper. And I have all of the ChatGPTs, and I've used it and I've played around with all of it, and I've tried to use like research and stuff. Most of the time it does not give you the correct research. It does not give you the correct like in-text citations. And it's just not worth it. The same goes for those citation generators. I'm sure that, in high school, your teachers preferred you use the citation generator. And I don't mind if you use citation generators, but I want you to learn how to do it correctly, because sometimes the generators do not generate it correctly or in MLA format. Instead, sometimes they kind of twist it around, or they'll include it in APA or Chicago. So we will go over how to do MLA formatting and works cited during class. So in the future, if once you figure it out, putting together works cited, if you would like to use the generator and then double check the generator by what you've learned, that works as well. Makeup work, I will accept late work with penalty. Instructor communication, I respond to emails pretty quickly. Usually, I have to say, or I do say within 24 hours, but I'm just gonna be honest. I have my phone on me all the time, and I have like all the notifications and everything that pop up. So if you send me an email, I will likely get back to you within a couple of hours. I ask that you regularly check your emails and Canvas announcements and messages, as I will put announcements, messages, and I will also send emails periodically. The assignment schedule, again, please refer to the tentative schedule posted on Canvas. Here's technical skills and specialized technology. If you need any kind of help with your technology, or if you're having trouble getting on Canvas or something's just not working right, you can easily go to, you can easily contact IT. So that's often very helpful. Lecture recordings, pretty much all the lectures are going to be on PowerPoints, so you're going to know exactly what, or you're going to have those recordings. Emergency college closure, academic continuity plan, students' rights, responsibilities, and academic integrity. Academic integrity tools are things like Turnitin. Student dispute, if you have an issue, it kind of goes over what you can do to submit a formal grievance. Campus resources, accommodation. If you need an accommodation, just go and speak to the Accommodation Resource Center. They will be more than happy to work with you. Let's see here. Student counseling services. Children in the classroom, which really doesn't matter much for this online course. There's also a link to the student handbook and just a welcome to class. So I think I covered everything from the syllabus. Again, go over the syllabus, really kind of like go through it with a comb, see if this is the class for you. If this is the class for you, then I am super excited to get started on the semester. And then also on the home page, I go by different weeks. So we have week 1 that will already be published. And it is basically introductions, where you're just introducing yourself. And then commenting, kind of being a little, it's a great way for everybody to meet everyone, especially with the online community. It's kind of hard to kind of get a feel for the other people in class, but it is important at the same time for everybody to have kind of a basic level of who everyone is, a basic understanding of everyone's likes or dislikes, or something interesting about them. There's also the attendance quiz and the syllabus agreement. So this will be done the first week. And again, I'm going to go ahead and get out of the student view, and I'm going to show you from my viewpoint. That way you can see exactly what you to expect throughout the semester. I love transparency. So if you ever have any questions, let's talk about it. So week 2, week 3 will be the first essay. I include helpful links, peer review information, things about the classification essays. I even give examples of the classification essay, compare contrast essay, as well as examples for that as well. I also include PowerPoints that actually go over that go over each essay. Here's also an MLA citation. We'll go over evaluating sources, argumentative research paper, and there's the final. So I like to make sure that everything's like really upfront. Again, transparency is key. And I guess this is for this first video. I just would like to say welcome, and I'm excited to get started in the course, and I can't wait to meet you all. All right, here's to a great semester.